Welcome back, everyone. Boy, that's satisfying. And it's gonna be even more satisfying when you smash up that jerk's mannequins and then him. Okay, so it's not a very big dream. We don't really get a lot, not even a map. It's just a fright, nothing much. Let's remember to get our coal going. I've never used the camera in combat. I should really consider. But this isn't the dream for that. Right, the puzzle's already been solved. So the passage is open. Bone. Remains. I mean, we don't really need the crossbar. Or the photograph. Okay. This is the optional boss. We're going to need a coin. And something to fight the boss on the other side. Let's just revolver. Another one. Okay, let's see. Is that me? No, not exactly. She wears her watch on her right wrist, unlike me. Not gonna be able to avoid the attack. Should have brought a shield. Stunning job achievement. Find a really big hammer. Okay. Sledgehammer. A massive hammer. If it wasn't a dream, I probably couldn't swing it so easily. Damage 4. Okay. Cleave 2. Slow targets 2 and slow other enemies 1. So the damage isn't amazing, but the slow is very good. Let's go have the coffee. And let's bring out a shield. And chainsaw would be nice as well. It's expensive. But it's very good. And that's it. Let's hope this is enough. So, you finally arrived. I was just thinking about you, and here you are, invading my space, rummaging through my belongings, breaking my toys. And you are? You can call me the Puppet Master. You can't seriously call yourself that and be sane at the same time. You're right? After all, we are all insane here, Amelia. You know my name? I know more about you than you think. I see more. I hear more. My strings are numerous and they reach far. Who are you? I'm the host of this place. You're the one responsible for all those mannequins. Responsible? Why, yes. Those are my precious possessions. You see, I'm a collector. I collect things that I find fancy. What's so fancy about dozens of identical faceless mannequins? That's exactly the perfection I give to the sleeping souls I stumble upon. I take away what makes them special and cast them back to the waking world as gray, uninspired shadows of their former selves, going through their pitiful lives without goals or dreams. Every day, same as the last, like automatons, puppets, mannequins. But here they are my mannequins, my precious possessions. Are all those mannequins real people? Actual sleeping people? Why are you doing this to them? I believe that people with interesting personalities are too unpredictable. Uniqueness doesn't fit them. So I fix it. That's horrible. You're sick. Chaos is the sickness here, Amelia. Chaos and uncertainty brought to life by the recklessness of following dreams. I bring order. I bring an accord of uniformity. You take away what makes them who they are, you monster. Don't worry, it doesn't hurt them. You can't hurt what is not really alive. And when they are back in the waking world, they don't remember anything. After all, mannequins don't have dreams. Can't wait to add you to my collection as well, Amelia. I've been waiting to meet you in person. Since you know so much about me, you must know who I am looking for. Indeed, you're after your brother, the puppet controlled by the darkness itself. His strings slice through the fabric of this reality, which created me and many other nightmares. This is not exactly how I would put it, yes, but yes. He's not here, Emilia. You've come to the wrong place. Okay? It's not the first time I'll find him, with or without your help. How fierce! But your anger is misplaced, just as your choice of guidance is rather odd. You're a fool to come here, looking for answers, Emilia. Nobody here will aid you. The only individual that could is elsewhere. What individual? The prisoner. He witnessed your brother being twisted into the darkness's puppet firsthand. The prisoner. Who is that? A person that would look nice as one of my mannequins. Unfortunately, he is locked away out of my reach. Where? Where is he locked away? Even if I do know, why should I tell you? I'll leave you alone. You obviously don't want me around here breaking your precious toys. Just tell me where to go and I'll leave. Oh no, you're not going anywhere. I've decided to keep you as a part of my collection. We will see about that. Okay, so let's start with the hammer. We'll delay everyone. This gives me a turn. So I can use the chainsaw. This will kill two of them. And I can bone him. Uh-oh. A masked individual that may be hiding a human face under that hood. Or the opposite. Maybe the mask is the most human thing about them. So he's gonna summon as well, just like the thingy. The queen. Yeah, let's delay him. We can't delay him any further than this. Let's leave. And shoot him. Oh, no you don't. And we'll finish you off with a punch. Master of Puppets achievement, slay the Master of Puppets. My ambitions are mine to keep. Nothing will stop me from fighting Thomas. The prisoner seems to be my best lead right now. I need to find him, and through him I will find Thomas. Okay, nothing of interest here. I never examined this mask. This mask looks like my face. I get an upset stomach just by looking at it. Yeah, well, who wouldn't? That leaves one boss. He wasn't all that bad. I mean, he was very bad, but he wasn't that difficult to defeat. Phew, I'm back. Daydream. The upper attic was the hideout of a madman. Mannequins posing as puppets everywhere. The whole place decorated like some sort of theater, waiting for the play that never starts. The puppet master was the one creating the mannequins, by removing ambitions and individuality from the sleeping people. Before I dispatched the monster, I learned that Thomas was apparently encountered by an individual known as the prisoner. No idea where to look for that person though. At least not yet. Witness testimony. Investigation 309196, report 12B. Interview of a witness to the incident. Mrs. B. Barn. Yes, I knew him alright. He was such a kind young man. Helped me carry the groceries up the stairs whenever that damned elevator was out of order. Which happens a lot, actually. They should really do something about that. It's unbelievable how... What was I? Alright, Thomas. Such a lovely man. So kind. So helpful. Did I mention he used to carry my groceries? Yes, I believe I did mention that. Well, everything was different on that one night. I saw him in the corridor. I woke up when I heard a scream and I went outside to check, mostly because Mr. Williams next door had that emergency medical situation recently, and I wanted to see if he needed help. Are you sure you don't want any tea? Where was I? Ah, yes. It was not Mr. Williams who screamed. I'm almost sure it was Thomas. Saw him in the corridor, and he looked like the devil himself. Walking weirdly, dressed up very scruffily, shirt partly out of his pants, barefoot, hair in total mess. I've never seen him like this. I stepped back at my apartment as soon as I saw him, and he gave me that look, that gaze. I felt cold, like completely freezing. And mind you, I have rheumatoid arthritis to be precise. Just last week, I saw a doctor about it and... Oh, back on topic. Thomas's eyes were like black holes. Something evil within them. Not like he was planning something, just like if he was... I don't know. It was like he was sleepwalking, but not really, you know? Either way, I slammed the door shut so fast, like it was death itself chasing me. He wasn't even approaching my apartment, just walking by, yet I felt like if I turned away from that door, he would be there, standing with those weird eyes and some wicked smile. So they found him dead the same night, right? Shame. He was such a good man. Helped me with groceries so many times because of the elevator. I think I mentioned it. But would you please inform the building management that they have to do something about that elevator already? Maybe they will listen to a proper authority. Now, would you perhaps want some tea? Would have thought some of Thomas's neighbors were nice. No comment about the weird behavior? I guess not. Let's get our focus buff. We got a message. Oh, it's Alex. Hi there, Amy. Alex here. It's been a while. Sorry you didn't hear from me. I was really busy and also I thought I'd give you some space. Don't want to bother you with my silly concerns. Haha. Either way, that old dog, right? The owners finally decided it's time. We're scheduling the procedure tomorrow. Just remember, sometimes it's better to let someone go. Just remember that, okay? Thanks, bye. Okay. Let's check our computer. Buy the sledgehammer. And now what? This increases bleed. Oh, this increases cleave damage. They have just enough for that. Perfect. I think it's a good choice, because I'm facing the Trio de Sirene next. Now I shouldn't have to complete the puzzle anymore. I don't think the last use is worth it. Since we have a can of food, let's use it. Okay. Disappointing. Let's hope the next one is better. It is. Yeah, eerie. No one in sight. There's the coffee pot. But if I want to use the other vending machine, I need to bring up the coins myself. Okay, so let's bring up a shield. Chainsaw. Sledgehammer. Wish I had some thermos, but I don't. There we go. This will have to do. Testing, testing, hello? I've always wanted to try stand-up comedy. Time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like a banana. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. I really hate broken pencils. They are pointless. Instead of being here, you could stand outside. You'd be outstanding. I took a photo of a wheat field once. It turned out grainy. Okay. Well, well, well. Just look at what the lucky cat dragged in. Lucky indeed. To win in a game that's impossible to win. One golden chip, maybe, if you're lucky, but three? Miracles do come in three, don't they? But yes, you didn't think we actually wanted anyone to be let in here, did you? Or maybe we did. Maybe we were just waiting for the most dedicated fan. When admiration becomes devotion. A true delicacy. Alas, devotion and wits rarely go together. Indeed, we were wondering what soul would be brave or stupid enough to pull that off. How about you? Are you brave or stupid? I'm not afraid of you, and I don't know why anyone would. I've seen far worse things in this realm. Then again, maybe I'm just not easily intimidated. Either way, if you really didn't want to meet anyone, you wouldn't be waiting here. That's because we were waiting here for a desperate little soul. Desperation is such a tasty feeling, isn't it? The taste of dissolving hope, with a cherry on top, in the form of an aching heart to break. Crunch! Aren't we right? I can smell your desperation from here. So tell us, what made you this desperate, this deliciously trembling with anguish? Who are you? Ha ha ha, that's a good joke. Everyone knows us, silly girl. We are the trio de sirene. Marvelous voices not from this world. Lose yourself listening to our songs. I know what you pose as. I mean what you really are. What are you doing here? What is your game? Are you luring people into this casino and trapping them here or something? Oh, how rude. But not entirely wrong, right? In fact, there is a point to that question. People dream of wealth, you know. We simply provide them with an opportunity to chase that dream. They come to a casino and most of them lose money. But chasing the dream is much better than catching it, isn't that right? You're cruel, playing with people's hopes like that. Oh, and here you touched upon what truly interests us. Because it's not the dreamed up money. This has no value. We are after something very different. What are you after? People can lose lots and lots of money, you know. But what do they lose last? Hope. The ingredient of that marvelous nectar that is desperation. Delicious, sweet desperation. With enough torment, all hope turns into it. Desperate hearts fight for what they believe in. They stay with us not because we force them to, but because they want to. But it doesn't last forever, of course. No human can suffer forever. The delicacy of a creeping despair leads to the ultimate moment. The taste of a broken heart at the moment it all crumbles. And that emotion gives us strength and joy beyond all measure. See? We are not hurting anyone. We just encourage them to keep doing what they are doing, while getting some deliciousness out of it. You could say we are just connoisseurs. I could say many things about who you are, but connoisseurs wouldn't be one of them. And what about you? How about you introduce yourself properly? Or at least tell us. What is your game? I'm looking for the prisoner. Oh, an informed one. How unusual. She knows what she wants. This is not desperation. This is perseverance. He knows where my brother is. Tell me where to find the prisoner. He is in the place for the ones that despair no more, because the hope is all gone. The place that doesn't interest us in the slightest. Nothing tasty there, just pain and agony. Boring and common like pebbles on a shore. Carcere di Venzione, that's the name. A place for tormented souls. A place for the hopeless. Prison of invention, I think? I'm not sure. I don't know Italian. How do I get there? You have far too much hope in you yet? Haha, you wouldn't fit there, my dear, that's for sure. Maybe you want to give us your hope. Let us feast on your desperation. Maybe. It makes sense, doesn't it? Alright, I've had enough of your crap. We don't like anger. We know how to turn anger into despair, luckily. And it is going to hurt. 3, 2, 1. Let's check. Okay. First off, we gotta delay that heal. And now let's chainsaw them. I gotta say, I like the music in this game. I don't need to focus on her anymore. There's Pacey, oh no! Who will look after us now? Okay, let's hammer. And we can just pickaxe to end there. No encore achievement, slay the sirens. They won't feast upon anyone's emotion anymore. So, what do they call that place where the prisoner is located? It sounded somewhat Italian. Carcere something. Divenzioni, I think. Carcere d'Invenzioni. Whatever that is. I need to find Tutu. They will know what to do next. Yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen Tutu. Anything here? Nope. 3,500 echoes. That's another perk. Now, what do I get? Right. 2,000 is the least I have to pay to buy one. Stunning Strike would be good, but I don't have enough echoes. Double Vision. There's still 2 items I haven't found. Wouldn't it be weird if Tutu showed up now on my balcony? But I guess not. The casino was almost exactly what I expected it to be, but somehow still worse. People addicted to gambling and alcohol, people manipulated into forfeiting their dreams and hopes. All that for a chance to get close to a trio of singers. Actual predatory sirens. Before I ended their cruel reign, they told me where to find the prisoner. Carceri d'Invenzione, imaginary prisons. Whatever that place is. I need to find Tutu and ask them about it. Imaginary prisons. Carceri d'Invenzione, otherwise known as the Imaginary Prisons, is a series of etchings created by the Italian architect, archaeologist and artist Giovanni Battista Piranesi in the middle of the 18th century. The drawings depict enormous underground chambers filled with stairs, passageways and columns, containing various kinds of mechanisms. Drawbridges, wheels, cables, pulleys and levers. Heavy brick and stone structures span multiple levels, composing an unsettling environment enriched by Roman-style arches and bas-relief depicting lions and people. Cantilevered pathways hang over chasms obstructed by massive iron bars or wooden blockades. The stone vaults are filled with chains, gallows, and instruments of torture. Some of the etchings display deliberate impossible geometries, blocked passages, or dark and seemingly endless staircases. These works were personal. It is said the imaginary prisons were created during the delirium of a fever, suggesting that Piranesi had seen those Gothic halls in a dream, or a series of dreams in sickness. Whatever pushed the Italian artist to produce the Carceri d'Invenzione, the etchings are undoubtedly a display of eerie labyrinthine visions that inspired later generations, including Edgar Allan Poe and Maurice Corneille Escher. Drawings of places from feverish dreams. For once, let's just spend the day studying. It's not much in terms of echoes, but why not? Any messages? Yes. Hi Amy, how are you doing? The boss was asking about you. As in, if you are coming back. I told him to go to hell. I mean, not literally, but come on. Heal the room, man. You need time, and there is nothing that can be done about it. That being said, I hope you won't take much more of that time. Not sure for how long we can justify this leave of yours here. The clinic won't run itself. I've got to be brief this time, but I'll try reaching out to you again tomorrow. I think we're approaching the end game now. Tutu's Shrine. Interesting. Tutu was once worshipped as a protector and defender. What remains of that time is this shrine. Maybe this is where I can find that Sphinx. Okay. This looks like a perfect place to find Tutu. Where is that Sphinx? Why are things never easy here? Okay, Amy, you've been through so much. This shouldn't be too difficult in comparison. Maybe I can do something to summon Tutu. An Ankh. A statue of Tutu slaying one of the shadow people. Can I get a map? Or is this one of those dreams with no map? A golden amulet supposedly provides protection to the wearer. Oh, it's a shield. A very good shield. So this is one of the two items I was missing. Okay, interesting. I can't use my focus. The icon is gone. A stone door with a red symbol of horror. Looks really heavy. Won't budge. Oh no, not this thing again. It's still after me. Come on. Is he speeding up? Ugh, what happened? The Ankh amulet. It pushed the monster away. I must be careful. It feels crumbly. It probably won't last much longer. Oh, here he comes again. Yep. Oh, she killed one of them. Well, we already knew the Guardians could do that sort of stuff since the first game. Amelia, are you alright? Yes, thank you. Did you kill it? You cannot kill what is not alive. But yes, I have destroyed that shadow. What are you doing here? I was looking for you, actually. I've got important news to share. Why was I attacked? It was only a matter of time. They have been sensing your activity, circling around like a pack of wolves. First, just watching, observing. They attacked because they sensed the mind detached from its body, same as it was with your brother. They really don't like when people meddle with things in the realm of dreams, huh? Precisely. It angers them, it provokes them, but even more so, it makes them sense their prey. They are like spiders hiding in the darkness, while walking in the dream awake is to them like tapping on their web. It alerts them. They know there is a potential victim for them to claim. Please, I've had enough of spiders. So, you have your own statue at home? That is an unjust oversimplification, Amelia. The temple was dreamed up by people long ago. The statue you saw was a manifestation of the memory of their visions. Besides, like you said, you were looking for me. It was that statue that caught your searching mind, like a magnet. Okay, we got some more stuff to ask about. I think something bad has happened to Josh. He went to that attic investigating the mannequins and then he sort of turned, became one of them. From your description, it sounds like he has fallen under the influence of their creator. It happens when your will is weaker than the nightmare you face. Is he gone? I doubt that is the case. Few things can really harm a human here, even if they are aware of where they are. Otherwise, humanity would not survive long, sleeping every night. I am almost sure you will meet Joshua again, sooner or later. That being said, be careful, Emilia. You have displayed the will to help and save Joshua more than once. This becoming a custom will inevitably lead to a situation where, in the end, his fate ultimately depends on your actions. I bumped into a crazy helicopter pilot. At least I assumed she was one. Was there anything to indicate it? A crashed helicopter, for instance, which might also indicate that she didn't take any lessons on landing. She was really angry. Not evil. Not like the nightmares I've encountered, just angry. Anger and evil are two different things. The most selfless person in the world can feel anger, while the doer of the most vile deeds might never even raise their voice over whisper. I wouldn't call her the most selfless person, but it felt like she was just lost. She was looking for something important and she couldn't find it. That is what dreams are for, Amelia, looking for answers, but also finding an output for emotions. If you witnessed her anger and violence, it was probably never really aimed at you. You just found yourself in the way. It doesn't really justify violence in my world, Tutu. It does here, since most of the time the violence here is harmless. I gave her a map. I don't know what she was looking for exactly, but I hope she finds it. Sometimes all it takes is a gentle nudge in the right direction. I've met myself, a different version of myself, but it was just a masked mannequin. Maybe it was just my imagination this time around, a dream turning against me. Perhaps it might have been a representation of your own grief. Not sadness after losing your brother, but anger aimed at your own actions, or the lack thereof. So in a way, I have become a puppet too. We all sometimes become puppets, losing control and letting our own emotions take over. Or or letting others gain control of us because of said emotions. We all have our griefs, our regrets. It's sometimes better to face them like you did, rather than run away from them. I didn't find my brother, but I've encountered something terrible. It was a huge spider, talking one, the queen of spiders, believe it or not. She was hunting dreaming people to cocoon them and feed them to her offspring. It is worse than I thought. And that might be just the beginning. Come again? What you encountered was an abomination. A nightmare element that should not roam freely. At the very least, not at this layer. They are moving between depths, emerging from the bottom of the ocean like starved predators looking for unaware fish near the surface. And as the walls are becoming thinner, it only takes so much time before the ceiling gives way and collapses. I would appreciate it if you just talked normally. The world of dreams is falling apart. What does that even mean? Nightmares, shadow people, terrible abominations running wild and wreaking havoc everywhere. That can't be good. Can you do something to fix it? I can do very little to fix the dream. I am but a pattern on a fabric. It is up to the weaver to patch it if it's torn. I recall asking you to speak in a bit more straightforward manner. My apologies. You are one of the people that dream. This place is not made solely by you, but you can influence it more than I. You mean I can fix it? In theory. I'll do anything I can to help. Thank you, Amelia. I knew you were of noble heart and brave spirit. I am also sure that in the process you will be able to locate your brother. I get it. My brother has caused all those problems. So if I want to find him, it means I have to keep looking for trouble. Precisely. Finding another abomination sounds like a logical next step. Although something tells me you already did that, did you not? I did, actually. And I'll tell you all about it. This is kinda weird. We can only come to see Tutu after we beat all the bosses. It feels weird that Amy wouldn't just tell her all about them in one dialogue. I fought another of those abominations. What was it this time? It was a puppeteer, a twisted creature that was turning people into an army of faceless mannequins, taking away their free will and any sign of individuality. Did you manage to learn anything? I am afraid my search in the meantime has turned out to be fruitless. I might have some lead, although not to Thomas directly. Apparently there is a person known as the Prisoner who might know something about my brother. Are they a traveler, a dreamer like you, or an abomination like the ones you've met? Not sure. I kinda hoped you'd tell me. I wish I was omniscient like that. Do we know why this person is called that? My assumption is because he's a prisoner somewhere, obviously. I thought you'd know where all the prisoners end up in this world, so we can go and... This is not specific enough, I am afraid. There are many places of imprisonment in the realm of dreams. Like the sarcophagus I found you in, I suppose. I still don't know why you were in there, and I still wonder. This is not important. Sus. Why do you avoid talking about this? I should have earned your trust by now. You are right, Amelia. I am sorry. You have my trust, and I do believe you are ready to hear this. I have been entombed by none other than Thomas. Or what he became. It was my brother that imprisoned you? Why didn't you tell me? Because it was not important at that time. You were lost and confused, barely anchoring yourself within the dream that wasn't even yours. I knew you would insist on knowing eventually. And you did. I want you to know I do not hold a grudge against your brother for his actions. Why and how did my brother imprison you? So how did this mighty being, a dream guardian, get themselves imprisoned by an ordinary person like Thomas? Your brother is far from being an ordinary person, Amelia. With his body dead, he found himself being a lost soul in this realm. Neither a shadow people nor a human. I might be a guardian, but it is humans who make and shape the dream. When he fully realized that, Thomas managed to entomb me within. I tried to resist, but his anger was too strong. Anger? Indeed, he was confused and vengeful. He blamed me for not saving him, for not being able to protect him. My brother wouldn't do such a thing. I'm sure he would have understood you can't save everyone. It is easy for you to say. It was a difficult encounter. I wish not to talk about this, at least for now. I do trust you will respect my wish, Emilia. For now, just proceed with your quest as you were. We need to find where that prisoner is, especially if that is our only lead. And, if I may add, you have been doing the Realm of Dreams an enormous favor with your actions so far, vanquishing most of the nightmares. All in the day's work? Or night's work? Anyway, I have more updates on the matter. I would assume so. After all, you were looking for me here for a reason. I have defeated another of the abominations. I've encountered 3 sirens, charming at first glance, but monsters underneath. They were luring dreaming people into staying with them forever, taking away their hopes and turning it to desperation. Emilia, you have done the Realm of Dreams a great favor. By removing the threat of those nightmarish creatures, you have made the Land of Sleep a much safer place to other travelers. You're welcome. I'm glad I was able to help. Even if my chase after Thomas turns out to be pointless, then at least I've done some good, right? A truly admirable attitude. I am thankful for your efforts, and hopefully the search for your brother will not turn out to be fruitless. Either way, I did manage to discover something. The location of the prisoner. I know where to find him. Or at least I know what that place is called. Carceri di Venzioni. That's the name I've heard, and I really hope it rings any bells because it wasn't easy to memorize. Carceri di Venzioni. Imaginary prisons. Yes, I know where that is. It is not a place you want to find yourself in, Emilia. Trust me. Why? Is it that bad? To say it is hostile is to say nothing. I can point you to it, but I recommend avoiding it and finding another way of locating Thomas. No, Tutu. I've spent too much time and effort on this already. The prisoner is my only lead. And you think that this prisoner might know something about your brother? Exactly. From what I've gathered, the prisoner is a sole witness to what had happened. A witness. Yes, is something wrong with that? No, just be careful where you place your trust, Emilia. That person is a prisoner for a reason. I get it. A bad, dangerous place with a prisoner that may or may not be trustworthy. Please show me how to get there. So be it. The imaginary prisons are located below the layer you have already scouted, in the Realm of Dreams. It has very few access points. One of them would be a cave in the forest you have already visited. Step into the portal. Once you wake up, you should know how to reach your destination. Thank you, Tutu. Do not thank me, Emilia. I am putting you in great danger by sending you there. I will follow you, and if we manage to find each other, I will provide my help as much as I can. In that case, see you there. Be careful, Emilia. Yeah, not very profitable, this one. Thomas, my brother, I know you are there somewhere. I found Tutu, but before that happened, the Shadow People found me. I had to run away. Good thing that Sphinx showed up to save the day. Or night? Either way, they easily defeated the Shadow chasing me, and I had the chance to share all my findings with them. In return, I've been told where to find the imaginary prisons, to warn me against going there, but knew that it wouldn't stop me. It's the only lead I have. Initial on-site report. Patrol unit responding to the call, present on site at 3:30 a.m. The deceased is a Caucasian male, around 30 years old, blonde hair, blue eyes. No documents or ID present with the deceased. The deceased was found lying on the pavement at the corner of illegible and illegible streets with visible head injury. No footwear on the deceased, other clothes complete but worn negligently. The paramedic team present, first at the site, had announced the deceased's death at 3:27 a.m. No further evidence was found on site. Eyewitnesses reported that the deceased, before collapsing, displayed hostile behavior, shouting nonsense, and unsuccessfully attempted to shove at least one pedestrian under an oncoming vehicle. Because of the late hour, the number of witnesses was relatively low. Eyewitnesses' testimonies transcribed on site during the patrol response. For privacy reasons, names of individual witnesses are only available in a separate addendum. Please refer to the investigation number. Witness 1. He was shouting, he's finally free. He was drunk or something. Profanity. Drug addict. Good he didn't hurt anyone. He laughed and pushed that other guy who almost got run over. Damn maniac. Instead of stuffing yourself with donuts, you should be cleaning this city of scum like him. It's gruesome, and so unlike Thomas. He would never act like this. Not unless he was drugged or possessed. I've never used the amnesia pills. And I don't think I'll start now. I'm happy with my build. Only 10 echoes. No, not worth it. Okay, first off, let's get the Yank. Unfortunately, this means you can't buy anything. We need 2,000 at least. Stunning Strike sounds really good, but it's the most expensive one I have available right now. Dodge and Lucky and Coffee Addict should be the ones I buy next. Or Medic, I'm not sure. Okay. Let's get our focus buff. And answering machine. Hi Amy, it's me Alex. Not much to say this time around. We all miss you. I'd love to hear back from you, you know. I hope you at least listen to all these. Won't take much of your time today. You're probably busy with whatever you're doing there. Take care. Alex is completely head over heels for her. Poor guy. All right. Here we go. Ah. Very, Very interesting. We can't go back to Tutu's shrine. Not a grindable location. Got it. Imaginary prisons. Piranesi's imaginary prisons, a weird collection of underground rooms of stone, echoing with the chain rattlings and wailing of condemned souls trapped within. All right. I don't know how much further we have to go, but I feel like we're getting really close to the end.